was going on? I'm not sure if I sound any different, but I did rearrange my room, so I anticipate that would have, like, some effect on stuff. Probably not much. Mostly because I, balance my volume or the room a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it might be a little bit noticeable. I try to, so I don't really have anything on my walls at the moment, so that doesn't help, but I was just trying to clean up in here, and honestly, I didn't finish cleaning up, but I got pretty close. But I tried to at least do the thing where I turn down the gain on my mic and bring it a little bit closer just to minimize that reverb, but whatever. I'm hoping it's good enough. Progress, yeah. Progress is progress. Maybe eventually I'll get a new desk, because I like my desk. I've had it forever, right? Like, a long time, right? However, I think I'm wanting to do more things on this desk than just have a keyboard and mouse, and it's a little bit annoying for more things than that. Like, what if I want to do electronic stuff? Or what if I want to have my drawing tablet up here? Then my keyboard just kind of gets shoved underneath the shelf piece. I feel like this desk is more shelf and storage oriented than it is workspace oriented. And I'm kind of finding myself needing the latter more nowadays. So, But yeah, anyway, it hasn't actually been a full week, because the last time I streamed was Monday, right? So it's still been close to a week since the last Ace thing. So why don't we go get started? I'm gonna be honest, I once again failed to schedule properly, so we will see if some peeps get to join us or not. That's a little bit up in the air, but yeah. Yeah, like I just end up getting more focused on getting through the week than what am I gonna do after the week. I wanna get more to that latter mindset, though. Various misgivings. What's going on? I know we got some jurors, on our side, because we pointed out the contradictions. But that's honestly all I remember. Oh yeah, the difference in change. I only carried 4 passengers that night. I swear it. But well, I for one was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus. He fiddled with us on the fair, he did. And then I saw... What? Oh, fiddled us. Gotcha. Why did I throw the word with? God damn it. Okay, anyway. He fiddled us on the fair, he did. And then I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It's all too much. I tell you, I saw McGilden stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands. Oh, yes. Yes, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I think so. Yes. Yes. 2 very different things. I apologize. Counsel, make sense of this for me, please. God, I still have to. I want to do this man justice. I feel like the first time he appeared, I had the voice nailed down, but then last time I didn't. And then Nick took over anyway, and he definitely, just kind of like low-key inherently has it nailed down. You can if you believe. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Because it's not really Edgeworth, is it? Even though he has that hair. That, like, low-key Edgeworth hair. The Phantom. I'm just gonna do something. It's Edgeworth in italics. Exactly. You might be onto something there. I'm just gonna try something and then shift it as I go. The slant is 75% instead of 50. Oh my god. The phantom fifth passenger conjured into existence. The phantom fifth passenger conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed. The confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly little cozenage. Cozenage? Is that how you say that? I'm learning words every day, man.
Cousinage.
Cousinage? The confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly little cousinage. This dude! I fucking love this dude! Eddie! My favorite vocabulary lesson, Ace Attorney, yes. Him! Yes! Mom! Beppo, explain yourself! I am terribly sorry, Guildmaster. Whoa, have we seen his, like, pupils at all this whole time? The guild's fare is 4 pence across the board. You know that. Am I to understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny fare? By penny a fare? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he was like this the whole time, maybe. It's so cold in the last run of the day. It's always half empty. You have been dishonest, coachman. I'm sorry. You're a disgrace, Beppo. A disgrace. And your selfish actions have brought dishonor on the entire guild.
If I may, sir. I had to pay 10 pence on the bus just last week.
This dude... What?
Our passengers at 5 pence each is... Yes, 20 pence. I've done the arithmetic 10 times already, but I just can't make the result come out differently.
No. That figures. He is a little bit of Santa. Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misforgivings has already been explained. So, counsel for the defense. Or cross-examination, if you please. We've already had the pleasure of a protracted summation examination already. I see you intend to continue the parlor games. Still not quite there. This dude has some eyes, alright. Yeah. Edgy. Absolutely. Cross-examination. Alright, can I like get my Discord to show up on this taskbar? Yes, please. Okay, there we go. Minimize and nope, still went to the other taskbar. God damn it. Why is it minimized to my middle taskbar when it's on the left monitor? It's misgiving. Alright. So where's the big contradiction? Keep forgetting people can have 3 monitors. It's got its pros and cons. But the side monitors are like all secondhand. Like hand-me-down, got off other people, that type of thing. It's only the middle monitor that I actually bought. Discord didn't minimize to the middle before. Like, I have my window settings to where the icons are supposed to show up on the specific taskbar of the monitor that they're on. Because it just kind of helps me keep track of where everything is. Okay, so I just won't minimize Discord then. I'll just have OBS on top of it. So I got OBS on my left monitor, along with TeamSpeak and Discord, and then on my right monitor, I got my web browser with Twitch open, and then middle monitor, I got game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Discord must have changed something in an update. Oh, speaking of updates, right? I just updated OBS right before, like, right before streaming, and I swear they changed the minimum window width. I used to be able to stretch it smaller, and now it's just like, nah, I don't feel like it. So I would have like OBS and TeamSpeak side by side, like when I'm doing an Ace Attorney stream, but now TeamSpeak is like really squished. Yeah, it's not just you. I'm low-key thinking about reverting back because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I mean, sure, right? Like, resolution, like the low type of resolutions that like my left monitor has, which is like 1366 by 768, probably not so common nowadays. But still, why put the arbitrary limit on squishing the window when it wasn't there before? You cannot become smaller. Yeah, exactly. It sucks. Puberty, but in the worst possible way. I mean, sure. And oh, somebody's uncertain. Let's press him on that. Hold it. Earlier, you testified you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, didn't you? Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. You said the victim was on the floor. and describe the assailant holding the knife in an ice pick grip. I suppose I might have, yes. Put the cart before the horse, maybe?
But what's this?
Well, quite sure about most of it. I was driving the horses when I heard a scream from the seats on the roof deck.
Oh, I expect that was me, sir.
Then when I turned around, yes, I saw it through the skylight.
What?
The gentleman was on the floor, and the knife sticking up from his midriff.
Skylight? Where the fuck were you?
Does he drive the carriage from like the upper deck? I thought he wouldn't have even been in the carriage. I thought he would have been on like the horses or something. Whoa. Nick, you're here? Oh my goodness. Nick, they changed the OBS minimum window width. I don't like it. Like, I updated OBS right before this. Yeah, so I can't squish it as much as I want to anymore. And now TeamSpeak just looks super squished in the corner. OBS go to jail, right? Like what? Like, what's the point, you know? Like, sure, 1366 by 768 isn't the most common monitor resolution anymore. But, like, why put the arbitrary limit? You know? I'm almost thinking about reverting.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Stop modernizing!
I'm gonna become an oversimplified logo, dude.
No! Don't turn me into an oversimplified logo.
How's it going, dude?
I'm tired,
I hear you.
but I wanted to say hi to Dwan and maybe play Ace Attorney for a little bit with him.
Okay. That sounds good. Would you like the screen share?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did I miss, Dawn of Riku?
The coach driver lied about the fare. He went against the guild. He charged extra.
He charged extra?
Yep.
How dare he?
Remember
Well,
how
then
we...
doesn't that just mean you're back to square one, though?
It might. And that's what annoys me.
Maybe
right-
he's lying about this.
Yeah, we're catching him in an embellishment right now where he's like, I think the dude stabbed him. Because how could he have seen? You know, how could he have really seen? And then I was looking at the court record because I'm like, where does he sit when he drives this thing? Does he sit up here? Or
Yep,
does...
that's where he sits. The
Okay.
red bench.
Ah, okay. Wait a second. He couldn't have saw through the skylight that something happened from this angle if they're sitting over here. You just mentioned that. Uh-huh. So, in short, you didn't see the moment when the victim was actually stabbed at all? I really thought that I did, but when I go over it again, in my head, no, I suppose I actually didn't see the... What? Pff, what?
Struth!
No, I suppose I didn't actually see the precise moment of the stabbing, did I? In fact, now that I come to think of it, it must have already happened when I heard the scream.
I thought Struth was an Australian thing.
What does that mean?
It's basically just a little oath. Kind of like, oh god. Oh gosh. Sheesh.
Oh,
Jeez.
oh, hey, Simple.
See him.
Yeah, would you like to voice this dude, Nick?
Okay, just give me 1 second.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
okay. No worries. Sorry I didn't, Yeah, we jumped from the witnesses stand to the jurors bench just now.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Okay, cute, chunky horseshoe mustache man.
Yeah, like we're on the jurors bench now, but the old shivering dude, that was the witness stand.
And he's the one who's messing it all up.
You messed up our solid case.
Whee! Right? Isn't he cute?
Yes.
He's just, my god, look at him. I love him.
Look at him.
And on top of that, he's got a whiskey flask. So, you know, like, everything I want in a man just condensed in this one tiny little green top-hatted boy.
And he's got a horseshoe thing on his
Yeah.
coat, and then he's got a horseshoe mustache.
What voice did I have for this guy?
I don't remember it all.
Let's see, whiskey to... Oh yeah, I made him Scottish because
Yes,
he's a
yes,
drinker.
yes.
That goes without saying!
But I really wish he had said it earlier.
The autopsy report makes it quite clear that the victim was stabbed only once. Which means... the banker was witness to the fatal wound that ended Mr. Mason's life. Yeah?
Not long ago, his trial very nearly came to an end. Somehow we managed to keep our chances alive here. I can't waste his cross-examination. Have to use it to bring some new facts to light.
If you're not careful when you press these witnesses, danger's that the jury will end up believing something unhelpful, as they did before.
Maybe. We can't let the fear of that happening stop us from uncovering important new information. Gasp!
Legasp.
Yes, you're so right.
I need to pay careful attention here.
I need to pay attention as a defense attorney.
I don't even want to miss a flicker of a reaction among the witnesses.
Remember, if you happen to spot one of the witnesses reacting in a strange way, don't hesitate to pursue them as to the reason.
Why is your eye twitching? Because it's itchy. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I love how they tell you to pay close attention to the reaction, but then you have like this magical time traveling power to make them constantly rewind their
Right.
their words.
It works. So right here. I forget, how do we point out the reaction again? Because I want to know what this dude's reaction was just now. Let's press again.
Hold it!
Okay. Can I advance the... Okay, not yet. Like how his hat just started falling on cue.
Mm-hmm. I mean, wouldn't Mr. Fairplay going Struth be a reaction enough? It's kind of...
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get back to.
Ah. I have to pay really close attention to their reactions.
So close.
They might have very subtle cues or very, very subtle hints that might belie their thoughts.
Oh my god, it's like Apollo Justice smile. The most subtlest of tells. Excuse me.
Excuse me!
Yes, because Ryunosuke knows that exact English slang to be like, excuse me.
Sumimasen.
God damn it. You have something to say about that, Mr. Fairplay? Mr. Fairplay.
Now you listen to me. I know what you're thinking. He didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that?
Very high.
Eh?
Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered, and so am I. Might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer him cleverly.
I have to say, that facial expression that he does really translates well into 3D.
Right. Could he have just happened to see the exact moment the crime was committed? Some days are like that.
What do you mean some days you just see exactly how the crime's committed? What? There's no way.
Not at all. Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on top of an omnibus, that is.
Peeping? I'm a respectable city banker, I'll have you know. And I know...
How scandalous.
And I know what I saw. I remember it clear as a Ballarat day. What is that?
I have no idea.
Let's see. I always
Hey
have
Google, what's a Ballarat?
I had Merriam-Webster open as a permanent tab just because of
It's
this.
a city in Australia. Oh, he is Australian. That's why he said Struth.
Oh, god damn it!
Mr. Fairplay's an Aussie. What's he doing in England? He should be in jail or something, right? That's around that time.
God damn it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know Australian history much.
And I know what I...
God damn it, I don't. I wasn't prepared for this.
I can't believe it. He's an Australian. Send him to jail immediately.
And I know...
I can't right now. I'd have to practice that later. I'm gonna do what I kept
British.
doing.
And I know what I saw.
That's not even British.
Yeehaw!
What I've been doing.
And I know what I saw. I remember it as clear as a Ballarat day. It was a grim scene. I don't mind telling you. Well, thank you, Mr. Fairplay. Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord.
They're all account for.
Yeehaw.
I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly you saw. Oh, I can do that all right. I'll tell you just how grim it was. Do you think I'd forget the sight of those blood-soaked hands after that butcher stabbed the man?
Not long again? Oh, it's just a loop thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Remember, potential 5-year-old who's playing this game. Don't forget, pay careful attention
To the reactions.
to the very subtle reactions.
So now we have 6 things, so let's go to the 6th thing. Blood-soaked hands? I guess it is OJ time?
Simp word, the glove didn't fit. Obviously, it wasn't him.
There's a bloodstain on the white glove.
Hands, you say?
How can it be one glove
Objection!
if it's multiple hands?
Blood-soaked hands? Well, I admit that soaked might be laying it on a little thick, but... That's not what I was doing before. I was doing like a TF2 soldier thing earlier. But anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it.
See? Red. Oh wait, that's blood.
Well, I'm very sorry to disagree, Mr. Fairplay, but that's a little more than peculiar. What? What? Here are the gloves worn by the defendant, Mr. McGilded, on the night in question. Oh, yes. Right. And there certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain there. But, as I'm sure you can clearly see, it's only on the right-hand glove. Yes, Snappy.
What's with that reaction? It's a little too subtle, though. Maybe don't call him out on that.
Yeah, we might need a special tool to help us identify these little tells. These little tells, all 3 of them are doing.
How is Beppo still cold?
I don't know. Yes, Snappy, new icon, courtesy of the very cool dude Eden.
Oh, that do be a star. That's a Dawn Pog moment right there. Dawn of 23 Pog, if I do say so myself.
God damn it, I forgot. I forgot it's Dawn of 23.
Yeah.
In short, Mr. Fairplay, your testimony is inconsistent. Yeah. But no. That can't be right.
Oh god.
So you're the liar here then?
Oh god, Gray's gonna stab him.
This dude again.
That's right. You were quite clear about it. You said it was in both hands.
Okay, I've never really watched it. I've only seen like screen caps, but this dude gives me some serious like Lupin vibes with his face.
Oh, yeah. That face is pretty much exactly. Stop sticking your damn knife in the counter, please.
What does this dude do for a living? I don't understand. He's all
think he's
well
like a-
dressed, but then he has this knife. He's like, Speed, what?
I think he said he was like a tailor or something. Or a barber. It was a barber. Yeah.
That works. Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, it calls your entire testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed, but is that really the truth?
Objection.
It was a simple mistake. You can't justify accusing this man of lying. Yes, it wasn't both hands, it was only one. But the fact remains. The victim's blood was on the accused. JoJo pose activate.
Objection! No. Mr. Fairplay categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands. Which means there's a strong possibility that this witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court.
What? But why? I'm a shitty banker, for pity's sake. My word should be the gold standard. I'm a gentleman, not some gutter snipe. Upstanding members of society don't prevaricate.
I'll prevaricate you.
He's claiming to have no reason to lie. Is that really the case?
Mr. Naruhodo, if we had some evidence to explain why Mr. Fairplay might be lying, it could turn the tide in this trial completely.
Something to show this man has a compelling reason to lie in his testimony. Okay, before we blurt out, what do we got?
Well, this is the only thing that the bank would have to do with him, right?
I'd imagine so. This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets of London's gentry.
Oh dear. Do you really think we ought to look inside?
Well, not as though we know any of London's gentry personally, is it?
That makes it okay.
Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps.
I hope he's not in here.
Herlock, come home.
No. What do you think he's doing right now?
No idea. Being himself.
I assure you we won't find Mr. Sholmes' name inside.
Well, let's see what we find.
Can't read shit.
It's all scribbles.
Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it?
Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After
Because they owe
all.
money.
After all, not everyone in this country is well off.
Oh, goodness!
What is it?
Look at this. Do you see the name here?
Bruce Fairplay. God damn it. That's like some Senior Pillow shit you just did there.
Exactly.
Does that mean something to me?
It does sound strangely familiar, actually. Bruce Fairplay, the witness testifying at this very moment.
Oh yes, of course, the banker. I only was just talking about him 5 seconds ago. Why is his name in here? Borrowed 20 guineas, didn't he?
Why are we counting money in guinea pigs?
I don't know. How much is a guinea anyway?
The guinea was a coin minted in Great Britain between 1663 and 1814. Contained approximately 1/4 of an ounce of gold. Okay.
All right then. Apparently, it was a gold coin that was worth 20 shillings. So,
21 shillings.
yes.
Very strange. It's like the equivalent of a $2 bill in America.
Man. Look. The
British really need to make sense out of their units. Oh my god.
Right. And look, repayment date is fast approaching.
It's possible that this is just a coincidence, of course. But this could be very useful information.
Doodaloo. How convenient that he didn't have to pay the, what was it, 20 guineas anymore. if 1 guinea is 21 shillings, then 20 guineas is 420 shillings!
Oh, yeah!
Yeah! See, this is where math pays off. When you get to see funny number.
That was the whole...
He owed 420 shillings, man.
Oh, man. It all comes together. There's no evidence. My lord.
Yes, counsel.
The defense is ready to present evidence.
By Jove! Are you sure?
Yes. Evidence that will clearly demonstrate why I need a second. Hold on.
Ryunosuke going, can I get a glass of water?
Yeah. I'm still like slightly recovering from that long stream. A little bit. The stream
A lot
that
of voice acting.
Yeah. The stream that should have never been as long as it was because I thought that was going to be the stream where the case ended.
The twists and turns of an Ace Attorney case.
I think I'm a lot better now, though. Just the occasional, yeah.
It's kind of why I had to stop streaming too. Like, my voice couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that's fair. And then it was also the 1-2 combo of I clearly ate something that destroyed my esophagus also.
No.
I think I put too much apple cider vinegar on a salad one day.
No.
And then also ate a very rough snack.
What was that laugh that sounded like a sound effect? You want me to do it again? Sounds like an Undertale character.
God damn it, I was thinking the exact...
Hey, Every, it's me, your number-rated failed salesman, 1997.
Yeah.
Evidence that will clearly demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay had a reason to lie in his testimony.
Don't ever say SpongeBob ever again, chat.
Deep SpongeBob. Oh my god. That sounds horrifying.
Right?
Very well. I hereby call on the defense to present its evidence. The evidence that demonstrates a motive for the witness's alleged deception of the court.
Take that!
Take that!
This is a list of debtors who owe money to Mr. McGilded.
Yes, a list of innocent victims crippled by the accused's extortion.
Shit, autoplay's on. Okay, whoops. Okay, I misclicked. The point is, among the names of these debtors is your name, Mr. Bruce Fairplay. Why does he look so shocked?
Man.
He should know he's in there.
What? Mr. Fairplay, are you currently indebted financially to the accused? No. Well, it's rarely worthy of being hauled a debt.
It's 420 shillings. It's the most noteworthy debt in the world.
According to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas. Not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say?
Well, what of it?
Let's suppose Mr. McGilded were to be found guilty of murder. What would become of your debt in that case?
These documents state that the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, were the creditor, the defendant here, be sentenced to a capital punishment, all outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled. They would cease to exist.
Cease to exist?
Mr. Fairplay, is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw? In a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant.
Put him to jail so I don't owe money no more.
Nom 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 nom.
My stick!
Order! Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
I love how it's spelled.
I know, right?
Order!
I'm not saying that 3 times also. It's just so awkward to say order
No,
multiple
order.
Order!
Yeah.
Mr. Bruce Fairplay. Yes, my lord. Let me ask you again. And be aware that your answer may have most serious implications upon your future, sir. Did you, or did you not, see the precise moment in time at which the defendant is alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim?
I just don't want to owe money!
Your silence speaks volumes. You did not tell the truth in your testimony. All right, now let's not make a melodrama out of this. Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch.
A pinch?
But it makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on Mr. McGilder's hands. Both of them.
Objection.
Objection.
And yet, only one of the defendant's gloves, which we have here as evidence, is stained.
So you keep saying.
I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir?
Go ahead, Mr. First.
Well, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself, as it happens.
Seeing what?
The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands.
This poor guy.
I
Give him
think...
a hat that fits him, man.
Didn't he make this hat? Isn't he a hat tailor? I don't know.
It's not a very well fitted hat.
Like, hold up here. I could have sworn.
Yeah, he's a milliner, an apprentice, so he's not good at it.
Okay. I see. I like how. Why aren't the jurors in here? Man.
That portrait of him is so cute. His name is Lady First.
Yes!
What the hell?
You saw this last time.
I forgot. I got to experience the joy all over again.
Also, look at our defendant.
Magnus McGill. He's a big boy.
He's like supposed to be like a short Irish, wealthy dude.
Oh, of course, he's a wealthy Irishman and everyone's out to get him. This
Yep.
is very accurate of the times.
Except
Yes.
the public is with him, but the people involved in this case aren't.
That's weird.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yes. I think... I am almost sure of it. That it was on both of his hands, not just one.
It was so awkward to read. I don't know why.
What?
He's an awkward boy.
What? Sasato's face just... The 3D is working out very well for this game.
These witnesses are really screwing you over. What the fuck?
It would appear that we're gonna need further testimony from all you witnesses. This time, I would like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Judge is having enough of this shit.
Mr. Naruhodo, this is good news. The course of the trial seems to have shifted slightly at last. Yeah.
I might finally have a chance to turn things around here.
Witness testimony. There was blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that. However, I suppose you might say that I didn't see the exact moment of the stabbing, that the stabbing transpired, if that matters.
So this person could have been touching the blood all over.
I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing both of the attackers' hands with blood on them.
I didn't actually. What was the voice? I didn't actually see anything myself, no. Not until I heard the scream.
Anyway, the fact remains, there can't have been anyone else inside that carriage, or we would all have seen.
So what's with the glove?
Man.
I demand the truth.
I still think they didn't see the adjacent side of the carriage. Or like
That's true.
the side directly below them.
Yeah, they were all looking one direction after all. The
Yeah.
carriage.
Yeah.
Well, lo and behold, in truth of fact, not one of you was witness to the crucial moment the crime was perpetrated.
What are you doing here? Get out! Get out! All of you! Get out!
I can just hear that.
I apologize, my lord, but honestly, there was no one else inside that carriage, and the man's hands were covered in blood. Not that much incriminating evidence is tantamount to saying we saw the man do it.
No!
That's really not what testimony's about.
Oh yeah, I'm him, I forgot.
Yes.
Let us examine the interior of the omnibus once more. Good. The victim's fresh blood is clearly visible on the seat, corroborating the witnesses' accounts. In other words, there is no substantial nor significant change in the facts of the case.
Very well. Your cross-examination, please, counsel. Yes, my lord.
It's still so weird to say.
My lord.
What the witnesses really saw? What are we supposed to do here?
See if anything looks sus. Sure. We might have to press that. Uh-huh. I think we can leave Beppo alone.
Yeah. Well, Fairplay and First both say that it was both blood. Both hand blood.
But then gloves.
Yeah. Well, there's clearly something they didn't see. They were all on top, right?
Yeah, I just think it would have been like an angle thing, like they couldn't see the seats directly below them.
Like, the only person who would have actually been able to see it was Beppo if he turned around.
Exactly. Shit, I keep forgetting. I have to right click to go back anywhere, not
It's
left
okay.
click.
We have the potential 5-year-old brain helper.
Yeah.
I mean Susato. I love how they keep saying it's in the courtroom. It's like, what? How?
They're just as shocked. So maybe... I want to say press the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way.
And everything you saw, the incident, was through the skylight on the roof of the omnibus?
That's right. It was fiercely cold that night, but the glass wasn't frosted over.
Oh, yes. I remember I was shivering. It was so bitter.
Which rather begs the question of why the pair of you were sitting on the roof deck in the first place. Well, I don't know about this young fellow, but I couldn't enter the cabin.
Oh? Why not?
It was locked from the inside. I tried knocking, but I wouldn't open the door.
It was locked?
That's right. And it's a public bus service, for pity's sake. That's not what I call fair play.
Da 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 da. Get it, because it's his name.
Yeah.
Fair play. That's the. It's funny. It's fun. Laugh.
I'm sorry. It was funny. It just didn't click.
No, it wasn't funny. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Thank you, Simport, for laughing at the joke. It's very funny. You're safer now, Simport. You're safer now.
The clap. Thanks. Oh.
Yes, I had exactly the same experience.
Why was the carriage locked?
I tried knocking, but the gent inside just gestured at me to clear off. So I had no choice but to climb up to the roof deck and look down longingly into the warm cabin below.
Look
No.
longingly. He's like that old cartoon cliche of like a dog looking into the warm window when they're stuck outside in the winter.
No.
Well, I can assure you, I just wasn't looking down. I was glaring. Hogging hard. And that's precisely why I can tell you with absolute confidence that if there was anyone else at all in that cabin, I would have noticed.
Unequivocal, I would say.
I'm not sure about these two witnesses. Could they really have seen everything inside the cabin through the skylight?
No, they're missing an angle.
Line of sight, Majude. Allow me to confirm one thing, Mr. Fairplay. You're riding this omnibus. And witnessed the events in the cabin through the skylight and the floor of the upper deck. Is that right?
That's right, yes.
In that case, there is a portion of the cabin interior that would have been out of sight for you. Oh, sorry.
But what?
By golly, really?
Yes.
Really? Are you
Really, my lord?
sure, Yanowski?
Really, sirrah? Really?
Obviously, at this stage, we can't say for sure. But the possibility cannot be denied that at the time of the incident, there could have been another passenger in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus.
Enough hypothetical meandering. My nipple knees, friend. I will refuse to say anything other than nipple knees. The prosecution demands that you substantiate your claims. After all, the scene of the crime is here, in the flesh.
Very well. I will uphold the prosecution's demand. You will identify the area on this cross-sectional plan of the omnibus. Where exactly in the omnibus are you suggesting that the potential extra passenger could have been situated? I wonder where.
This game does a really good job of, subtly guiding you towards exactly what it wants you to do.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it. Why would the developer of the game have this little portion of the case otherwise? Like, they wouldn't go out of their way for a contingency of a drawing diagram cross-section of the carriage if it didn't want you to do this exact thing.
Right. I'm
We're
gonna be
being
honest,
funneled.
like,
We're being funneled and we don't even know it, Don.
this game has such more refined gameplay than the original trilogy.
It's true.
Take that!
Both rows of seats on the roof are faced in the direction of travel, whereas the seats in the enclosed cabin face each other. Which means the visible part of the cabin, which passengers on the roof deck can see through the skylight, is as I've drawn here.
Wow!
That's right, my lord. As you can see, seat opposite the one of which the victim and his attacker were sitting is obscured from view. In other words, if someone had been sitting on that seat, it's quite possible that these witnesses would have been completely unaware of it.
I will now wiggle my stick in indignity. It's quite possible some phantom was sitting there. You nipple knees have a forbidding habit of obscuring the truth with ambiguity.
What?
Damn racist.
Now, I concur with the prosecution's rejoinder. In a British court of law, evidence is paramount. I cannot entertain this conjecture, counsel.
What? But it's fucking physics! Perspective?
We only believe in evidence, not the disproval of bogus evidence. No, sir.
Like,
This is upsetting.
It's physics,
What
man.
a farce. What a farce.
Can you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Judge is rigged.
what about the payments? Oh, you missed it, Simp Word. Like, the bus driver has a history of overcharging to make ends meet. Not like he's rich or anything, but you know. Yeah.
But
So-
it still stands that the bus driver only took as much pence as there were supposedly as many people in the carriage.
Yeah.
Which means someone snuck on.
Honestly, don't know. Who could it have been? Who could have been in the other seat? Which was out of sight from the witnesses on the roof deck.
Who would it be?
Do we have to name someone, or can we just be like, the real killer?
He was under the carriage the whole time. He used a sword to poke through the floor into the victim's buttocks.
Who are the people involved in the case? Can you bring that up again?
Yeah. We got not involved, defendant, prosecutor, victim, witnesses.
That doesn't help at all. Unless the witnesses were actually involved, which I doubt.
I don't know. Fair play's still a little sus.
When the fair play is sus. The Reaper of the Bailey. Fuck.
That's the name of the courtroom. The Old Bailey.
I'm stumped here.
Yeah, no.
Go with your gut, Dawn.
I'm gonna say the person out of sight was actually Magnus McGilded, and the person that was in the seat that they could see was the victim because they couldn't see their faces. They couldn't see their faces. Remember the flashback?
That's true. Yeah, also, Simpword, how come defendant must have burden proof and not prosecution?
Right.
How come why come?
I understand, my lord. In defense, we'd like to put forward a name.
You are a fool. That response was a desperate attempt by a man who has no notion of his own limitations. A toast to hard lessons not yet learnt.
Let us not delay, Counsel. The defense is still to name the passenger in the other seat.
Slap. That was a hard slap. This could be it. This could be the chance I've been waiting for to turn this trial in my favor. On that night of the murder, the person occupying the seat in the omnibus cabin that was obscured from view was... It was you!
It was you, Van Sykes.
Take that!
The music stopped. Passenger in the enclosed cabin that the witnesses on the roof deck failed to see has to have been Mr. Magnus McGilded.
I mean, yeah.
Mr. McGilded? What are you talking about, Counsel? That's the name of the defendant! Chad.
Objection!
Oh my god. If I desecrate this chamber by smashing my hallowed chalice, do forgive the discourtesy.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I've seen a GIF of that, but it still hits. It still hits. Yes, the defendant is Mr. McGill.
Drort Van Zeeks!
People talk of those tiny island nations in the Far East as having a learning and culture of their own.
Oh no.
Don't do this, you jerk!
He started out like semi-not racist.
You were cool, now you're a racist. Don't simp for a racist. But I see they use the terms ill-advisedly.
What are you trying to say?
Let me explain in terms that even a student of an artless backwater such as yourself might understand. Jesus Christ. When the bloody scene unfolded, the victim and his assailant were sitting side by side. Multiple witnesses have attested to the fact. It is the very premise on which this case is built. Yeah, it's wrong. Stupid.
Objection. But that premise may be wrong.
What?
If the victim really was sitting beside Mr. McGilded, it creates an inconsistency that can't be reconciled in any way.
What inconsistency, Counsel?
The defendant's gloves, my lord. Both witnesses made the same testimony. They claim that there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Objection!
Yet we know the truth to be otherwise. No, you don't! You're the prosecution!
What the hell's wrong with you?
Only one glove bears the gory remains.
Objection!
What the fuck? The point is, even in the face of this irrefutable evidence, both witnesses have maintained their stance.
Yes, her testimony remains unchanged.
Exactly. They both adamantly swear that they clearly remember seeing blood on both hands of the assailant. In short, their memory of events is correct, and their testimony reveals the truth. Was somebody else sitting beside the victim that night? Third party we have yet to identify. And the victim's blood was on that passenger's hands. Both of them.
Objection!
And who was this third party?
Obviously, the true culprit.
Extraordinary!
I'm still cold.
Order! Order! What exactly are you postulating?
Objection!
Stop objecting, everybody! Stop! The defense's postulation is just that. Nothing more than conjecture. I mean, so is the prosecution. What's your point? The witnesses have clearly stated that they saw the accused.
Oh my god, yes, the music in this game slaps.
JoJo pose.
And the poses. But that's always Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
But this is more JoJo than anything I've seen yet.
Objection!
When elaborating on his testimony, Mr. Fairplay said, "The two of them were wearing hats and I couldn't exactly make out their faces."
Yes. Tops of their heads were obscured by the roof. I could see the rest of them, though.
That doesn't look like Mr. McGilpin at all.
I know, right?
Yes, that's right. Earth Chancellor most certainly had it. Hatters do tend to notice such things, sir.
And
There's
what
a
particular...
Exactly.
And what particular styles of hat did the two gentlemen sport, Mr. First?
I am afraid I don't remember.
You've got a lot to learn in the hat world, my friend.
Did you call yourself a hatter?
The style of hat makes no difference. There was no third passenger in that cabin.
How can you be sure?
Because if there had been, the accused, Mr. McGilded, would undoubtedly have offered to depose that fact.
But he was asleep, wasn't he? He claimed to be asleep anyway. In his, rundown of the case to us.
I feel like Mr. McGilded is hiding something.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's not innocent. He's not
But
an
he's
innocent.
not the culprit.
Yeah.
Unless, that is, you are proposing an even more preposterous explanation.
Yeah, maybe McGilded hired the dude, who knows?
McGilded could very well just be an accomplice. That the accused failed even to notice the presence of the true culprit in the very cabin in which he traveled.
He's right. There was another person traveling in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. It's inconceivable that Mr. McGilded would have been unaware of it.
But border! There is clearly a simple solution to this problem.
Bring the accused, Mr. McGilded, to the stand.
Well, what say you, counsel?
The prosecution objects, my lord.
Why?
Why?
On what grounds?
As a suspect, he will have already made a full statement to the police.
But what if there's some reason why he's unable to speak freely? Oh, come on. Police.
Magnus McGilded is no uneducated ruffian.
Police testimony can't be that reliable. Or police interrogation.
Ugh, who knows?
Yeah.
If it indeed turns out the man has been withholding information, you can be sure it will have been a most deliberate act.
Yeah, I can't count the amount of times, like, especially in high school, that I fell asleep on the school bus and proceeded to hit my head on the window.
Every time.
Yep.
I always sat on the seat that just happened to have the vibrating window for some reason. I think it was like one screw loose made the entire window just go the entire car ride.
Yep. My hair kept getting caught in the screws. Oh god.
Yeesh.
That sounds horrible. Hey, Dark Blue Arrow. How's it going?
Counsel for the defense. What is your opinion?
My lord. We asked Mr. McGill to testify? Not.
Yes? What?
I love these false choices in this game series.
So I really do feel like this game is actually just one giant cutscene. I bet if you said the other thing, Suzato would be like, "No, bring it on!" And then you'd be like, "Okay."
I mean, like, the whole series has those type of choices.
Yeah.
Doing well. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Doing well also. Just doing an ace thing. My awesome friend.
No, you. Checkmate.
You got me. Yes. Need to hear what he has to say in order to find out the truth.
Oh shit, Simfoot.
That was not a choice on the table, Simward.
Yes. We need to hear what he has to say in order to find out the truth. What? He's raising his hand. Goes off the screen. The defense would like to call Mr. McGilded to the stand.
The defense would like to see if this deodorant is working.
Well, in that case, I would like to hear the opinion of the jury.
Yes, I need a little time to consider this.
If you ask me, I think we should hear what Mr. McGilded has to say.
And he still has his knife stuck on the table.
Get the man out here, I say.
It would be utterly illogical to not hear his testimony.
Anime typewriter.
When something needs doing, get it done. That's how I run things at the guild.
Hearing what the patron of my favorite little park has to say.
I used to have a voice for this, but I forgot.
Hearing what the patron of my favorite little park has to say? Oh yes, that would be lovely.
Yes, the jury says the man must be heard.
Well, that wasn't that much time.
Thank
To
you,
make
Mr.
it be
Foreman, for actually being helpful for once.
Very well. The court will hear the defendant's testimony. Bailiff, show the defendant to the stand at once.
He's still cold.
Can we get a heater in here? Stand next to the scales of judgment.
Now, maybe what actually happened that night will finally become clear.
Let proceedings be resumed. Mr. McGilded, have you been listening to the discourse of the day?
He's beautiful. Look at that chiseled jawline.
Right? Okay, so I did have a voice, but I'm not sure if it just ended up sounding Scottish. I guess I'll still do it though.
Do it.
It's time to be sure I have, my lord.
That's pretty Irish to me.
Okay.
There are now two matters on which the court desires to hear from you. The first is whether or not there was a third party with you in the omnibus cabin, as proposed by the defense. The second is that if such a person was indeed present, why did you conceal that fact from the police?
God, no! It's not my nature to hide anything at all.
Just answer the questions, please.
The rings. The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. Do I tell yous all? Or keep my mouth shut? Tell us what, Mr. McGilded? The fine fella representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other man, there was another passenger.
It's true.
Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away with it after it all happened.
What?
He's an accomplice, but he didn't do it.
But
That's what he's saying.
I know, but he's being very very forthcoming about this. That's what's surprising me.
Well, that's probably why he was so conflicted about telling the information, right? And the whole time he didn't want to, he didn't want to be implicated in the crime, even though he didn't do it. But he is a part of it, if you helped him get away.
Guess so. You.
What?
This is the worst case ever. You're trying to defend someone who was also trying to defend someone who actually did it.
Do you know the only reason we're defending this dude, right?
No, why?
It's because, the Chief Justice, Mr. Clockman here, who has his office literally in Big Ben, who's obsessed with time, is like, maybe you can, take Kazuma's place. If you defend this dude in court, because literally nobody else is going to defend him because this guy's prosecuting.
And now it's come to light that the accused actually helped in the crime. That's just great. No, Magnus McGilded. That convenient excuse can't save you now.
I'm truly sorry. So I am Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sure they'll be wanting to know why I said nothing when I was taken by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you.
Which was?
Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And not in any way involved, you see.
Child?
Excuse me?
That dude was pretty tall, whoever it was.
What?
If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. They'd have hauled her into this here courtroom, just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord.
And who was this young child of whom you speak?
That, I don't know.
You don't know?
Aye, well, the wee thing just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since.
Objection!
We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witness's statements to be disregarded by the court.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the urchin isn't here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings.
What? Holy shit! Fire! There's a fire! Someone's trying to get away!
What the hell? Who put down a smoke bomb? What's going on?
Ninja! Ninja!
Ninja!
What's going on?
Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face.
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
This trial was a farce.
Secure the omnibus.
It doesn't have horses on it. What are you worried about?
I hereby call an emergency recess.
Yeah, okay.
I like how they're not just ducking. Like, what if there's a gun?
1800s gun, only shoot once.
But the first game had a pretty modern looking pistol, man.
Pew, 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 pew.
This might be like early 1900s, honestly.
Okay, so it's a revolver. 6 shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Bailiff, excuse the defendant. Ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
Steampunk AK.
Steampunk. Oh my god. Choo choo.
Steam-powered gun. Automatic rifle. When it runs out of bullets, the magazine hisses.
You're hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff. Amid scenes of chaos and people stumbled over one another in their desperation to flee the chamber. We had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that for the time being, at least, trial was suspended.
All ye bully rooks with your buckskin boots. To be continued. Save? No.
Impossible. Not gonna save. Yep.
I love how Great Ace Attorney is abbreviated to GAA.
Gah!
Or if you go with the full acronym people use, DAGAK. But then again, this game is like a re-release of 2 games.
Yes.
And also localized. But yeah.
Yes.
The defendant's antechamber. Sounds so ominous. What on earth just happened in there?
Mr. Naruhodo, I managed to figure out what happened.
Smoke bomb!
Sasato. I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade.
I knew it!
A type of exploding device that releases smoke.
Smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of things ninjas use.
Yes!
Just making sure everything's safe now. I think the trial will start again before long.
Okay, but where's the defendant? But who would have done something like that?
Police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently.
Flee the courtroom? Why?
Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear.
A young girl? And could it be the other passenger that Mr. McGilded was talking about?
My thoughts exactly.
Why would she be here?
Why? Why would she be here?
And why would she toss a smoke bomb in the middle of the courtroom? What is going on?
Young girl involved in a murder case? Is it Angelina Pavlova? I don't know. The one from the other case. One who just pushed Kazuma to his death. Oh. What's become of Mr. McGilded, actually? What even happened to her, anyway?
I don't know. I didn't see the end of the case.
They, like, let her off easy, but she has to stay in Great Britain, I think it was. And can never
So
return
she probably
to...
ran off
Yeah.
with the jewel or whatever it was.
Yeah. So many things need to ask him about, but he's not here.
think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions.
McGilded, okay.
Along with the young girl. Who is she? Wonder.
And what was she even doing here at the trial? Exactly.
She was taking a huge risk. For what possible benefit to herself? There's another matter that's troubling me.
What's that?
The 20 pence. Huh? Oh,
The book of everything.
according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly.
Yeah.
But now it seems there were in fact 5 passengers.
Which means the figures don't seem to add up again.
He's right. That is strange.
Counsel for the defense, kindly proceed to the courtroom.
The trial will recommence in 5 minutes.
Oh, thank you, officer.
Going straight away.
Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now.
Yeah, McGillen don't seem so innocent anymore.
Really can't imagine what she's gonna say. It could alter the whole direction of the trial.
I'll know soon enough, Mrs. Sato.
Yes.
Wee.
B.
Who be it?
I don't know, but she has the drip. Look at that fashion.
Right?
There's a young girl next to Mr. McGilded. Look.
I swear to, like, I was just
It better
saying
not
that.
be. No,
I was.
The only reason I'm not saying anything is that I'm just sincerely hoping it's somehow not her for some god knows why reason.
I swear to God, if it's her.
She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before.
Like, here I was guessing, like, like, young girl involved in murder case? What if it's Pavlova? And then this girl comes out as having the exact same shade of hair. So, an obscured face.
Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks,
My lord?
I believe you have established the cause of the smoke, which failed the proceedings earlier.
It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army.
Goodness gracious, the army! What in devil's name?
It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught.
She should have just walked out.
Right?
And now occupies the stand.
Your name, girl? Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which used such pandemonium here in my courtroom? What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior?
If I may, my lord,
Yes, Mr. McGilded?
I think perhaps I ought to explain here why it is that this wee last here was in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that. He's all tied up with the events of that night, so it is.
Very well, Mr. McGilded. Give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved with the case.
Just what did happen that night?
The darting eyes.
Right. It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. The young girl. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Then, Begora, how do you
Yeah, Begora.
Begora. Then Begora, a loud thud and a wee scream, woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet. So I sat up on the seat across from me. And I turned to find where that scream had come from. And bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in the ball, and no wee self away. In the where? I only half listened.
Curled up like a little ball. Oh. Oh, so he was on the floor and McGilded propped him up on the seat for some reason?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
So he was actually stabbed on the floor? Man, this is all going all over the place.
But there's no blood stain on the floor. I don't understand.
That is also true.
I remain somewhat baffled, I confess. But from what I gather, on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding the omnibus. Is that correct?
It is exactly as the defense counsel said. This last was the 5th passenger, my lord.
A stowaway.
Stowaway. Another stowaway case.
Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Are you ready, counsel?
Yes, my lord.
The animations are so good.
Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start. It's the what face. It's the Ryunosuke what face, Nick. Nick, if you look at my Discord.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. There's the actual screen cap, and then there's the version eaten.
Hey, can you screen cap this and make this an emote on your channel?
Well, I already have it, right? Basically, just not with mouth open. I don't
take the picture now.
Should I make the verbatim one the screen, like the emote though? I feel like I'd probably get into some shit. I mean, I already had talked with Eden a while back about having permission to use the other one. So maybe.
But this open mouth one is so much better.
Fine, I'll take
You gotta admit.
Give me a sec. I'll just save this for reference in case anything.
Here, hold on. Don't worry about it. I got it.
I screen capped it.
Oh, okay. No, you keep doing the stream. I'll crop it and put it on the Discord for you.
Oh, we're gonna have a what the fuck 3 now. This is great. Ryunosuke what face is just perfect.
Dot. There, I voiced it.
Amazing. I wasn't even waiting. I was just like, huh?
You sat him up? The victim, you mean? That I did. On the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone.
What? I'm so lost now. He's already dead?
And you wouldn't just leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you? This common courtesy, so it is.
I'm failing because my
You're fine.
Voice is dying.
I find that a little hard to believe.
Ah, Lord of R.
like what? What's he trying to do?
I am Confucian.
Can't tell if he's doing the Bruno thing or if he's doing the other thing.
Lord of Antiques! Now why would that be?
You wait. Hold on. What the hell is going on with my screen? Okay, there we go. You wait to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is.
This dude has some real piercing eyes. I don't know what it is.
He's mean.
Well now, as you know, I'm something of a special line of business.
The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try, where at all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble.
Are you suggesting you were just gonna leave the man there?
Heavens alive, no! I was always intending to report it, so I was. Only, I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first.
Whys and wherefores?
Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self just do the same?
Yes. Screamy says he heard at the same time as the thought of the victim collapsing.
Boom.
And what did he find? Where?
Yeah, where?
Hold it!
Hold it.
You say she was hiding herself?
Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in the wee bowl. When our eyes met, well, my heart nearly stopped beating in my chest.
You're really overacting this.
Still in all,
I pulled her out from under the underwear
Under the seat?
and sat her on the seat opposite, so I could have a wee chinwag with her.
With the body?
seat opposite.
That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there.
Why?
You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir?
Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can also often find himself in mortal danger. So, I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream. A fellow's voice this time.
Presumably, that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats.
Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly.
So we're still uncertain who stabbed this dude.
Yeah,
And the
all we know
only
is
lo-
that for some reason Mr. McGill had propped up the bodies in such a way that would incriminate himself. Why?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Was it just to save this random stowaway girl?
In other words, the previous witnesses did not in fact see you at all, Mr. McGill did. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason?
Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight.
It is certainly plausible. Our defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature, and readily confused, perhaps, with this young girl.
Yeah, sure, make fun of him for being a short leprechaun. He already looks enough like one. And he also seems to be a loan shark. That really goes in line with the mythology too.
Fucking.
What is happening? He's an actual leprechaun.
He's an actual leprechaun. I mean, his name is literally Mr. Big Gilded.
Uh-huh.
After that, of course. With the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses.
I do wonder how you must be feeling, Mr. Naruhodo.
Being the defendant's lawyer, and yet finding myself as stunned as everyone else at his testimony. Let's just say it's trying.
We certainly had precious little time to talk to Mr. McGilda before the trial. Oh, he mustn't be dispirited. Let's try to learn all the...
Oh, this is just a looping thing. When we arrived in London this morning, I didn't see my day panning out like this.
Murder just seems to swirl around Ryunosuke like a storm.
Mr. Naruhodo, no grumbling, even in your head.
How did you know?
I'm intuitive like that.
So, presumably the thud was the body falling over, and the scream was the girl under the seat seeing the body.
Where was the stabber? Mr. McGilda says that he was asleep in the carriage.
I don't like this.
Hold it!
Hold it!
A loud thud, you say? A scream?
Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? It was like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise.
Do you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor, having been stabbed?
Well, now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time. So I wouldn't like to say...
What?
So I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage but the fell on the floor.
You didn't see anyone, but at the same moment, you did hear a scream?
Ah, the sheets above you on the roof deck, I presume.
Not above me, no, my lord. It was from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before me eyes.
Hydrate.
Yes.
Remember, chat, drink water. Water is very necessary to live, in case you didn't know. Without water, you would literally die.
Well.
Although at the same time, everyone who's died has drank water.
Ah. Switch? Okay.
Well, now you have to do it.
Yeah, I guess so. Hydrate or dihydrate. Yes. Yes. Exactly. So, I was hoping this testimony would be over soon so we get a clean stopping point.
Should have stopped at the smoke bomb.
You're right. Can we at least... Are you willing to at least stick around for figuring out what we're supposed to do at this very moment?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the next course of action is to figure out exactly how this girl was on the carriage.
Yeah. There's no point in pressing this one, right? Because it just gets...
Probably the last one. Yeah.
Okay. Did we do this one already?
I don't think so.
Say she was hiding herself? Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in the dim lamplight. But she was all curled up in a wee... I remember. No, yeah. Yeah, we...
Oh, okay.
Eat opposite. Yeah. Next to a corpse?
But where did she come from?
Yeah,
okay. People really do just be moving bodies. Like a dollhouse. You sit here, you sit here.
Yeah, that's happened a lot in this game so far.
Yeah, I'm a little stuck here. Boom brain.
Maybe some of the things we're thinking we shouldn't be pressing, we should be pressing.
I mean, it has to be.
Hold it!
You went to sleep?
How dare you?
And when you first got on the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board? There were not. The cabin was empty, and there was no one on the roof deck either. You were the first passenger, as it were. I see. Aye, and that's why I took the back side as I did. It was the most comfortable, so it is. Do you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat? By all means, is how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, it is the most comfortable, and what I feel most at ease. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well.
We just did that one.
The next one will be this one. I think that's the only one we haven't pressed yet.
I guess.
I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim. Oh, I did, sir. So I did. As far as I could see, that is. What do you mean by that? Well, no. It's a queer thing. The wee scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse a vulgar expression, under me backside.
She stowed away in the trunk.
Good gracious! Under your backside? And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage. Mr. Naruhodo, we can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember? Yes, of course. The whole bus was submitted as evidence.
It was dragged into the courtroom.
This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside.
And that's when I found her. Thank you. I've heard enough. What are we gonna get to? So we weren't supposed to present anything.
Rip.
The events, as explained, are clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum still remains. Who is the girl? Her name is Gina Lestrade? Lestrade? What?
Lestrade.
Lestrade. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. He's a chancer. Earns a crust amongst large crowds, reveling people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. What? This girl here? A petty thief?
How mysterious.
Order!
Order!
Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer this question. What?
Gun! Oh my god! Assault! By the nine divines! Assault! Assault!
Damn.
What was that for?
I'm surprised her weapon wasn't confiscated earlier. Her smoke grenade launcher. How dare you? What is the meaning of this?
She was a ghost!
Not again. Wow! The girl, she's gone! Open your eyes.
I'm glad it's not Pavlova.
I'm glad at least. At least.
Here, I'll do it.
Sure.
I'm over here.
Good gracious! How? What's the point in that little sidestep?
I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught in the job. She got herself back into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what's in your heads, ain't it?
But no, not at all.
Yes, exactly.
This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast. He didn't even flinch. He was just ready.
Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All
Oh.
I need for what I do is these fingers.
Holy shit, that's impressive. How do you do that?
It is a simple party trick.
I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do.
Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns among weapon for thugs.
The only reason we did recess was for no reason. She just likes shooting that thing.
Oh, this? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day. Down where they keep the four-wheel drags.
Drags?
Drags?
The carriages?
It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink best.
But, do not wave that thing in my direction again.
She just admitted to stealing army equipment. So, You admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question.
He's alright, lass. You can tell him the truth now.
All right, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. Maybe this is the good place to start. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question.
All right, if I have to.
Witness testimony.
What the girl saw.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then, after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped down me skin, I did, and the scream just came out. Because of that, this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind.
Yes, he let you go. I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Mr. McGilded. Ah, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, he couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? As I'm sure I said before, sir.
She was in the trunk.
I was sitting there on top of the place where she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for.
Yes, it was me the whole time.
This is where I sat that night. That handle is in an uncomfortable place.
Yeah, you gotta squeeze your legs on one side.
Yeah. And the cubby hole of which you've spoken is underneath the sheet, I presume? That's a big space. Yes. It does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature. Oops. Rinosuke's fit into smaller.
You know, her whole pickpocketing scheme is completely nullified if anyone just decides to sit on top of her. Like, she can't get out. Like, so what's the point?
I don't get it. Like, okay, let's say some people put some stuff in the trunk. Wouldn't they see her?
Yeah, when they leave to get their things.
Or when they put their things in the first place?
How has she been running this scheme for this long?
I'm assuming more so in crowds, like McGilded was saying.
Yeah.
What the fuck? She's like, alright, time to step up my game.
No, but she was just like, so there I was, hiding myself away before the horses got hooked up to the carriage like usual. So it's like, she's done this before.
I don't get it.
Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there. Because I parked myself on the seat for the duration.
Ah!
Well, you see, that's why I let the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined, when all the time I knew she was innocent.
Even though you must have realized your action will result in your own innocence being called into question?
Not at all, my lord. No. Not at all. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent.
So I thought,
It was worth taking upon my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass.
My goodness.
What a perfect gentleman.
My lord!
This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of
The 180s.
What is happening?
Weren't they all against him like an hour, like couple
Yeah.
hours ago?
And now they're saying there's no way they could have done it because he's a good person?
But you
I-
extort people, even and the public thinks you're so good, but you extort people for their
He's a leprechaun.
He's a leprechaun. I guess that's what it comes down to, isn't it?
He financed the park, right? He's a philanthropist with all the
Yeah.
money that he extorted.
Yeah.
So, I whatever.
Give some, take some, I don't know, dude.
This is freaking weird.
I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir.
That is no grounds for innocent.
What?
Not you too, typewriter lady. You were cool and smart.
The JoJo carriage return, man.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
What?
What truth did you arrive to?
Oh.
No way.
Don't tell me a judgment's literally about to happen. Or is that how this works?
Is it over right now?
I don't fucking know.
Change alive. All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty.
Mr. Naruhodo, this... Well, it must mean
It must mean what?
that we're victorious.
Well, no verdict has been called yet. I don't know how
Yeah.
this stupid freaking court works, though.
It's different than the original trilogy, but it's not like modern either.
It's so weird how, like, they don't call a verdict, but they're still able to, like, change their votes back and forth in the middle of the proceeding.
Right?
Publicly. It's so bizarre.
If one?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
No. Oh!
If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends,
Wellington!
pray do forgive the discourtesy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Leg.
foot, feet,
Toes. Not toes. Ooh.
Iron heeled. Scandalous.
This really is a consummate example
Of course he says that word.
of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices.
Look at this dude.
Chad.
Holy
Chad energy.
shit.
Chad energy. Chenergy, if you will.
What did Eden say earlier? Like Edgeworth, but more italicized.
Get that leg, bro. Get it.
Hold on. I gotta send a fucking screenshot of this. Wait, I want to get the other one where he's talking about the Wellington.
The Wellington.
There.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Is there a way to turn off the text so you can get him in his full glory?
I want to get the other text at least. Let me... I'm trying to think what's the quickest way to do that right now.
No idea.
I'm assuming opening the VOD on my local machine would probably corrupt shit, so I'll just go to the Twitch, but then compression I mean, it's a still image, so the compression should be fine.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Okay, give me a second. We're going back. Yes. Wait, no. There was a shot without the text. Come on. I'm sorry. I have to go back.
This is important.
Ooh,
Gesundto.
thanks.
Gesunter.
Wow. Alright, here we go. Objection. Damn it. I paused in the wrong place. Let's see. Okay. Come on, Twitch. Don't. Can you, like, not show the overlay? Damn it. When it's... I'll get it later.
Soundtrack, you play that organ. You rock that harpsichord.
Alright, anyway. I'm gonna need to blow my nose. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Gasp. Beep, boom, beep, boom. Okay, one nostril is just still, like my nose is still really tickly. Why? No, don't sneeze again.
He's sneezing from the sheer Chad energy. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. I mean, yeah, those jurors should not have voted not guilty for that, but, you know, whatever.
Emotion?
The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean, his true nature?
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in the investigation.
Gasp.
The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report.
Good lord!
The evidence has been tampered with. Le gasp. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilder's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What? What?
Ryunosuke fucking dies on the table again.
Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, Counsel?
Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened.
Where is the Scotland Yard equivalent of gumshoe?
Gumshoe!
He would be berating Gumshoe right now.
However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning,
I guess it's Herlock? I don't know.
the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my nipple knees friend.
Huh? But me?
When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law.
What are you implying?
Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be?
We literally just fucking got here to this courtroom, right? And this is the only chance we have to
Basically.
examine the bus. You've had all the time.
Yeah, you didn't really get a chance to see the case before the court at
Yeah.
all.
Clockman Chief Justice was just like,
He just dropped you in here.
yeah.
Like, Ryunosuke had to learn the details of the case as he was doing it.
Right?
Like, come on.
Honestly.
Ah, to be sure. The young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead. You can tell the court now, fella. Ah, this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks. Well, counsel? Do you have something to say on this matter? How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus?
I didn't look.
What?
What are you supposed to say here?
Oh. I mean, we looked and it was empty now, but what's he trying to get us to do? Say how it looked before? I
Yeah,
don't-
like what?
Yes. In we go. That'd be this one. Yeah. Right.
Uh-huh.
Why did I skip this dialogue?
Is now the time?
I don't know.
I mean, you didn't look, so...
Yes.
Wait, what? What? Was that there before?
I guess? It must have been, right? What is going on?
Simpor, do you remember that? I don't. The blood stayed on the floor. I could have fucking sworn it wasn't there. I looked down. I promise I looked down the other day. Yeah. In a different... Yeah, we use that as evidence. What? Some...
Reality is bending itself to Van Zeeks' will. He truly is the most powerful prosecutor in the world.
He didn't update the autopsy report. He updated the crime scene. It must have been... Yeah, it must have been during the smoke. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, McGilded updated the... Yeah, that wasn't there before. There's a storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here. I can't put my finger on what it is. Now let's examine the blood stain. This wasn't here. McGilded is fucking guilty. Yes. That's blood, isn't it?
Is something wrong?
Oh, it's just... This bloodstain is so obvious. That's all. And yet Van Zieks has made no mention of it.
I suppose that does seem a little strange.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this?
It's planted evidence!
Someone messed with this damn carriage in the middle of the smoke bomb.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that that storage compartment actually wasn't empty.
Yeah.
Have you seen enough? Let's step back outside and...
Oh my god. What a goddamn circus. If he were here, everything would be solved right in a jiffy.
Right.
It couldn't have been empty, I don't think.
Yeah, we're going against McGill. Wait, are we? But is this like what we saw it as now, or what it was before?
That's the thing. I mean, you didn't look, so...
Let's pick something. I don't know.
I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as counsel for the defense. But as far as I remember, at least.
When I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles.
That's right! That's right! There was a magazine in the compartment!
Wait, there was?
Yes! I think.
We'll run with it and say you didn't lie.
No, because we did look, right? There was something.
I
There
genuinely
was
don't
something.
remember, so...
It might have been 2 streams ago, I don't know for sure. Cover girl? I don't know. I don't know what that means. The name of the thing? Maybe? Fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes.
Well, we're just
Yes,
gonna have to
some
keep going
magazine.
with it.
Some magazine.
But are you sure, Counsel? I'd be whist. What are you saying now, you dafto? I thought you were on my side here. Jesus.
What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible.
Interesting.
'Tis not altogether pleasing, fella.
I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded.
Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interest here, lad. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing, and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. You think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken?
Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
Oh, God.
I should like the jury to now weigh in on this matter, I think.
That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. That money-lending fleecer and the pig purse are lying.
Oh shit! And I don't even blame him because he's a subject matter expert.
Yeah.
Ah!
I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them.
What? Oh no.
It's a trick! Of course it's a trick.
Quite so. I must concur here.
Whoosh.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Stop saying that.
Yeah, but every time a different truth.
She's a computer.
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate.
Well, thank you, Counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please. Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition.
It's done this 5 times. You shouldn't be surprised.
Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. No, he's not. There's just something sus going on.
Can we please stop calling the prosecution a Reaper?
I don't like either of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just gonna stop there. Like, I don't understand anymore.
Cliffhanger. Tune in next time. The next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's a what the fuck is going on type of cliffhanger. Well, that was fun, but also, you know, what the fuck?
What is happening?
I don't know, dude. Appreciate you, you know, hopping in though. It's fun.
It is no problem, my dude.
Yeah. I gotta
Things
find.
are getting interesting.
Yeah. I gotta find somebody to host.
Host.
Who do? Let's see. Maybe someone playing this very game? Can't spell? There we go. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Make sure you're sending the viewers to a place where there aren't spoilers, my dude.
I know, that's the hard part about this, isn't it? No. No. God damn it. Wait, no, somebody's playing the first case. Somebody's. Yes, okay.
Is that
Okay.
Mr. Solid? No,
Ooh.
never mind.
All right, I'm gonna mute my audio for like half a second so I can hear this. Okay, let's see. Ads! Ads! I like how I have to wait for the ad. That makes rating so quick. Yeah, if everyone would just hold on for like half a second. Let's see. Yes, that's Mr. P. Oh, we're looking at the same person, aren't we? Okay. Yes. Yeah, his last name is Ouchie. Okay, unmute the tab. Alright. Yep. Yeah, let's raid this person. Okay. Woo. Alright. Catch you later, everyone. I cannot raid this channel. What? 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 Fine, I'll just host them. Alright, but I'll catch y'all later. Wee.